Hi. Finally, I will be talking about how to prevent injuries from boxing. I'm gonna try to make the information as short as possible. If you have any question, you can just always text me, or you can just look at the papers where I find the information. I'm going to be dividing the subject in three subsubjects, which will be, first of all, what type of injuries do you get when boxing? The second, how do they happen? And the third, how to prevent them. So first of all, let's talk about what in the paper defined as an injury in boxing, and that will be any musculoskeletal condition that prevent an athlete from training for more than 24 from training or competing for more than 24 hours. And so let's start. So the information that I took is mainly from three papers. Two of them, they got the information from people that participate in their research, that those amateur and professional boxing. Two of the papers, and the third paper that I also liked is they mainly took the information from amateur boxing, and that's from GB team, and it was from their information is from 2005 to 2009, and so the first two papers, they mentioned that fascial laceration is the main part of the body that had injuries, and they mentioned that fascial lacerations accounts for 51%, followed by hand injuries 17%, and then they say eye injury 14% and nose 5%. However, on the other paper, where they also have some of the people participating is amateur and professional, same thing. They mentioned that 71% are head injuries, and then they mentioned that there is from contusions and lacerations. And the third paper, which is the one for mainly took the information from amateur boxers, they have a list of 297 injuries that happened during their research, and from those, about 33% was from the hand, and so they divided the hand injuries 69 from those 297, and the wrist 31. If you combine the hand and wrist, that accounts for about 33% of those almost 300 injuries. From there, the in second position will be elbow injuries. The third, it will be pelvis and low back. And in fourth position, there is a draw between ankle and shoulder with 21 injuries, both of them. All right, and there is a total of 297. You will be able to see the list if you go directly to the information on the caption that I will mention below. From those, only if I mention the injuries on the hand, that will be 27% of them were metacarpophalangeal sprain, which would be injuries on your knuckles, and that's for 27, and 11 injuries for ulnar collateral ligament sprain or scared thumb, which could be on your thumb. Those are like the main injuries. Same thing, you can see all the ones in the list in the information below. What else to mention? All these papers, although have the research was before 2009, and that's important to mention, because before 2009, was the change of during competition to use 2.5 meters to 4.5 meters for the wraps of your hands, which actually makes a huge difference. And I would say they probably made that decision to prevent more injuries on your wrist or in your hand, consider your knuckles. And the other big change they did, but that was in 2013, they removed the head guard in competition. All right, so that's also something to consider. Still, even nowadays, there is still, even with the change of 4.5 meters or the mainly with the wraps, there is a lot of injuries also in the hand. And so let's now start very quickly with ways to prevent them. Let's start with the face. Very simple. Using the correct head guard. This one is really good. Yeah, it's the both hairs that I have are winning, and I really consider this is very comfortable. And yes, you have a better vision than the one with the bar. However, obviously, you can get hit easier on the nose, so it doesn't protect as good. Or even in facial lacerations, you can still get some facial lacerations from this one. In the one that I use the most, because it really feel like I am much more protected, because I want to really also last as long as I can. In this game, it will be with the one with the bar. This really protects much more the nose. You will just make sure. There is a ways to modify slightly this by squishing it a little bit so that it goes a little bit farther away from your nose, or you can also open or close from here, just to adapt a little bit better to your face, which is great. Some of the injuries that you get in boxing is not just cuts on the eyebrows, mainly during competition. I have particularly know some people that have had cuts in the eyebrows, sometimes headbutts, accidental headbutts, or on purpose, we don't know, or things like that. So that's a little bit more difficult to protect during competition. However, during training, I will always go for this one. Now, both of them has pros and cons. The con on this one is that people will say, I cannot see, and it's true that your vision is much more reduced than in the open one. However, if you account that you really want to reduce as much as possible an injury so that you can keep competing, or so as soon as you get an injury, you were out for at least 24 hours or even more. And what you don't want is to stop training. All right, so the more you can avoid any injury, everything counts. Now, yes, it does reduce the vision, but if you account as well that once you get rid of this in competition, you don't have it. It's like you can see everything. You do feel much better. It's easier to spot the punches and things like that. So I will always recommend you to use one with bar. That's my personal opinion. And then now the other thing, in competition, there is no more thing because you are not using headguard. So the best thing is just keep improving on the movement of your head movements and your guard with your hands, etc. Now, how to prevent injuries on the hand? First of all, let's start with learning how to properly wrap your hands. With the wraps, with the normal wraps. 1, 2, you can use these ones to protect your knuckles. This one is also from Winning. They have a gel inside. These are really good. Or I have some friends that they are also use normal sponges like the ones you use to wash the dishes. That also works fine. And an extra protection which makes a huge difference is to use tape. This is a 2.5 meters sport tape. This one makes a huge difference. All right, so I will strongly advise to learn to wrap your hands. Use gel pad on your knuckles or a sponge in your knuckles, and then use this one on your wrist to protect even better. All right. And the next, it will be like in any injury, for your even elbow, neck, or wrist or any. It's just to do prehab exercises. For example, with your wrist, I just uploaded a video on my Instagram account where you will be able to see some examples of how to exercise your wrist, just to prevent future injuries. Same thing that can you can do with the neck or any part of your body. All right, so just learn a couple of prehab exercises also for your shoulder, which is also one of the body parts that have issues with or injuries when you are boxing. Then there is the part of the lower body that mainly happens when you are running, and that could be, for example, shin splints, or you twist your ankle or things like that. Same thing, prehab, use the correct shoes. What else? Just use the correct gloves. All right. So not all are the same. So this one will be a trial and error, unfortunately, which probably is gonna be a little bit expensive. But for example, I mainly use two different types, which is the Winning, which I consider that they are really, really good to protect the hand, however, not so much the wrist, my particular opinion. So you can give it a go. And the others that I use are the Cleto Reyes. However, I do feel that these ones, they do not protect as much or as good your knuckles, for example. However, the wrist, I really feel much more safe or much more protected with the Cleto Reyes. That's going to be probably quite particular to each one of you. You will have to, again, as I said, you will just have to try different ones and see which one fit you the best, and that's it. So hopefully this video will be helpful for you or any of your friends. Please share it if you think it can help them. I'm gonna be hopefully making soon a video of specifically how I use the pad, how I wrap my hand with the 4.5 meters wrap, and how do I tape my hand. So maybe if it will also be helpful to you. And basically that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and to the next one. Have a nice day.